So some pretty interesting goings-on after the fallout from Twitter banning President Trump has major international implications. It happened in an election going on in Uganda, where there's a contentious election, and Facebook and Twitter being shut down by the government. Now, interestingly enough, though, Twitter is protesting this. Let's put this up there on the screen, saying, ahead of the Ugandan election, we are hearing reports of internet service providers being ordered to block social media and messaging apps. We strongly condemn internet shutdowns. They are hugely harmful, violate basic human rights, and the principles of the open internet.
Really?
This is amazing, Krystal, because they opened the door for this. And this is something I'm hearing from my friends abroad everywhere, which is that when other leaders realize, they're like, well, if Twitter takes down its own country's president, they can take down our account. And we're never going to let an American company, let alone any company, have that much control over our government. And Uganda quickly was like, screw you, and banned Twitter and banned Facebook. Because they're not going to... I'm not like standing the Ugandan government here. I'm just saying that one of the problems...
That's what happened, yes.
One of the problems by doing this is by showing the rest of the world you can have this amount of impact on their politics too. The rest of the world was like, hell no, we're not going to let the Americans, Jack Dorsey, have this much control over our democracy. This is what they're saying in Germany. This is what they're saying in France, Uganda. I bet you India will ban Twitter very soon. Saudi Arabia is another country where Twitter is massively influential. So in all of these different cases, I think Twitter's days are numbered, and it shows that they opened Pandora's box whenever they did this and banned the leader of their own country from doing this, and they have very little credibility whenever they talk about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to take their hand-wringing about the open internet seriously at this point, right? Like, okay, guys, you know, you got to live by the word that you've been running your business by. What you just said there helps explain also why Angela Merkel took what was kind of a surprising position. Coming out, she and Trump not besties in any sense.
What's funny, though, is if you read her statement, she was like, only the free speech can be regulated by the government, which is the most European way of thinking.
Yes, very true. But yeah, she took a stance against Twitter. And I guess if I was going to choose who was going to regulate free speech, at least with the government, you theoretically have some recourse. You theoretically have some democratic election process so that if you don't like what's being done, at least there is some level of recourse. With, these tech titans, like, you didn't elect them, you didn't vote for them, there's nothing you can do. You have no way to really complain and have any sort of legitimate grievance here. So I actually, like, if you had to pick between the two, you would choose the government having control over it versus these unaccountable companies. And, that's where there's this clear sort of breakdown in the traditional libertarian ideology that sees very clearly the dangers of government overreach and the way that can infringe on your freedoms, but just gives corporate America a total pass when it's actually more pernicious because there's even less accountability.
You're exactly right. And I really think Twitter has done itself, they've got a big problem now because there is no foreign government on earth, especially the more authoritarian ones. They're like, you're done. We're not going to let you control our politics. Not saying that's a good thing, but they actually at least had some credibility in terms of their user base and what they say they were going to do and not going to do. And now, I really think they've had a big problem. And your protests over open internet, they're going on deaf ears now.
Tomorrow on Rising, Andrew Feldman and Emily Chashinsky are going to be here.
Oh, can't wait for Andrew. And Washington Post economics reporter Jeff Stein returns to discuss unemployment numbers, and Google software engineer Alex Gorara, I hope I said that wrong. We'll figure out tomorrow. Discusses Google employees forming a union. You guys don't want to miss that. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. And don't forget to like and share as well. And we will see you all tomorrow.
Have a great day, guys.